Hi guys, it's your boy Ndivhuwo, and we are back at it again on the Switch 101. And I'm here with a person that I'm so excited to get to know. And I know for a fact that you'll also be excited once you are done through this episode, right? How are you?
I'm well, thanks, Ray. How are you?
I'm great. I'm excited to be sitting here with you. I know it's going to be a wonderful conversation that we will have. But just start us with like an introduction on who you are and what it is that you do around campus.
Oh, okay. My name is Ndivhuwo Netshituka,
Mm-hmm.
and you can refer to me as Ndivhuwo, Shati, or Shasha. Yeah, I'm an IT student,
Yeah.
and I'm also the current Miss Wellness, Miss
Mhm.
Wellness 2024. What do I do? Except for when I'm advocating for health, I am a roundabout good person, I guess,
Yeah, yeah.
because I do just about everything. I read, I try to learn as much as I can outside of academics.
Yeah.
I have a lot of fun doing a lot of other interesting stuff.
Mm-hmm. No, that's quite interesting to hear. I think one thing I didn't know about is that you read, but we will get into that, right? And the names that you have given us, I think I like Shasha better.
Okay.
Where does it come from?
Oh, Shasha. My
Yeah.
sister calls me Shasha. So my full name is Mushatama,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a name I share with my mother. My great grandmother also had the name,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, from that it's
Yeah.
derived. Shata is derived from that. Shati is
Shati,
derived from that.
okay.
But my sister even shortened it further, referring me to Shasha.
Shasha.
And then where I grew up, everyone else had like a difficulty pronouncing my full name.
Yeah, yeah.
So when they heard my sister call me Shasha, everyone else was like, "Oh yeah, it's Shasha."
I think I like it. I like it. It's a nice name and it has meaning.
Yeah.
After all, right? And you said you are the current Miss Wellness of 2024. How has the journey been?
It's been everything. It's been exciting. It's been fun. It's had its up and downs. I've learned so much.
Mm-hmm.
I am so grateful because I don't think there's anything else that you can compare it to. The opportunities it has granted me, the different experiences I've had with people, not feeling overwhelmed, but just filled with gratitude for having experienced so much, like so many different aspects.
No, that's quite good. I think when you climbed the stage during the pageant, did you know that you would be the person actually to get the W the win?
It was a journey. Like now it's been a journey, but even then it was a journey. It didn't just take that day to get to the stage and answer the very difficult questions.
But you did well.
Thank you. I came to learn a lot about the contestants. We did everything together. And from the interviews to having met some.
So there were interviews also?
There were interviews. We had to write, we had to apply, we had to go through a process of interviews, we had to practice a lot.
Oh yeah.
The working I did on that day, it didn't just come out of
nowhere. It was on point though. It was on point.
Thank you. But it came a lot of practice. And with that, when you meet so many different amazing people, you don't think, oh, I'm definitely gonna win. Because everyone has these different aspects about them that you're like, oh, I can see this happening. And I saw that with the ladies I was with. So I think I'm quite fortunate, but I never thought I would be more deserving than the others. I just think that with how we did things, there will always have to be one person that makes it to the end, and that just happened to be me.
No, that's quite. I think you're saying that the journey was, it was a journey initially. And what are there some people that you had actually met through the pageant and that you are close to or still talk to like now?
Oh yes. Yes, there was. Actually, with the first princess, we do interact from time to time, especially because in terms of duties that we have had to fulfill, she will sometimes have to do certain things and then we'll engage on it. And we definitely do. And with others that were also part of the pageant, I sometimes engage with them briefly on social media. But I have learned about them.
No, I think what I also got when you mentioned that actually you guys had to apply, you guys had to practice, there was a selection process. Like were there people that also like probably didn't qualify for being picked and stuff?
Yes, most definitely.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And to follow up on having said that, there is a person that you actually got to know through the process and so forth. What experiences and duties do you guys have to do as Miss Wellness?
Okay, so as Miss Wellness, and I feel like when you speak of duties, they never really specified as to what is expected, but you do know that an abundance of work you have to cover, not just as the face, but also as a wellness worker, because that's what you truly become. And I think then, how can I put in the simplest of terms? In terms of duties, it's not just about emceeing.
Okay.
I've become a great advocate for health, for physical aspects, a good guidance in terms of where to refer to. And I think generally the pressure is always on maintaining the balance. And I think this is the quality that they were in search for, but didn't really specify that this is what they want.
Okay.
They want a good balance, they want structure, and with that, they want a person who's all around going to try their best in fulfilling roles. Whether it's to speak up at an event like the candlelights. I've actually spoken so much this year as an MC, yes. And also that's an opportunity just to speak to people, to reach them in different environments has been one of the things that I did not take for granted. And being an advocate for these things, as well as maintaining an academic structure that's proper.
Passy. Yeah.
That's proper. Yeah. I feel like, when you join these things, it's not just about the face of it. Because the background that comes into being the person who has to represent is a lot. Yeah. And these structures are made available in the Wellness Center. And not a lot of students know this, right? But when you're within, then you know that, okay, I can refer to this like this. It really does help to maintain the balance. It really does help to set boundaries as to where to go about things and how to go about things. And what else do I do as Miss Wellness? Besides packaging for food parcels, helping in terms of students that really need assistance, as we all come from different backgrounds, whether it is financially and whether it's psychologically or mentally. I'm not a psychologist myself, but I will know who to refer you to. Yeah. And most people have come to me as a person that they think or they believe is good guidance in terms of how to go about things. And I think in doing so, especially at Reyes, in doing so, I have afforded them how to go about it. I have connected them to the right people where I could not assist, and definitely have tried my best in assisting where I could. So I don't think it's just a title. I think it has extended further than that in terms of how I have to carry myself as a person and how it has built me to being a better person.
Yeah, definitely, because I have a question regarding you saying that you had to speak at certain events and you be on the podium being an MC. Was there a moment where you felt being on stage at a specific event or having to be the program director or something? That you felt that it could be something overwhelming for you, or were you just winging it? Did it come natural to you?
I think when we speak of how things come naturally to us, we interpret it very differently, because I can't ever say that there was a time I was not nervous before speaking. I am a nervous person, but you have to work through that to get your message across. You have to work through the things that you're in doubt, right?
Correct.
And I think with most of the things that I've ever felt anxious about, I will always have a strong support system, whether it's back at home or my faith in God, in terms of, I have to carry this through. This has meaning, and I have to actually do this because I have put myself in this situation.
No, I definitely do.
Yeah. So with everything that I do, anxiety might be there, nerves might be there, but at the end of the day, I will try to put that aside.
Sure.
And do what I have to do.
You have to do what you have to do at the end of the day. Yeah. So, given the as you say, that support from home and so forth, do you think that you had enough support from even if it's your parents or your friends here on campus that are pushing to be like, Ndivhuwo, go,
you know,
you've got this, yeah.
I come from a family with very strong, supportive women.
Yeah.
And they carry me over time. My mother, my sisters, they will constantly motivate me, even when I feel like I'm in doubt. And they'll be like, no, you know what? You can't be in doubt. Not when you're walking with so many crowns. Not when you're walking with so much strength. I never feel as though I'm alone. Because with everything that I've overcome, my sisters were there, my mother was there, they are my strength. And they will continuously guide me, even when I feel like perhaps I'm not worthy or I feel as though there's someone else. They will always assure me that, for you to even do this, to muster up the courage to go through this means that you're meant for it, and anything you put your mind and heart to already is yours.
That's quite powerful. That's quite,
that's something that I feel like even when I was on stage, the very first pageantry, like the very first time they asked me the question, I had so much nerves, but I kept thinking, how dare I have nerves when I have so many powerful people supporting me, when I have the strength of my mother. Like, how is it that I would be nervous over a small crowd? A small question. A small crowd, a small question.
No, I think that was a mouthful. I think also it's good for a person to have, whether it's friendship, support, but family, that's like the big one. And it has shown like you've made your. I think I've seen you throughout wellness at these events. Like you are doing the most. You are doing the most. So the second question, Hama, like had you done pageants before? Or was this your first one?
This was my first one.
Is it?
Yes, it was.
So are we expecting more? If they were to say there is Mr. and Mrs. CUT next year, should we expect Ndivhuwo?
Should you? Stay tuned.
Okay, no pressure, no pressure.
But I think with expecting more, you can expect more from me. Because I'll constantly put my all into everything. So with that, it will always be fruitful.
Okay, I think I'm going to be there in the front row, making sure that I look for Ndivhuwo somewhere there.
Oh.
So, but like with regards to students, because now we are here at campus, right? Students that might be watching and feel like there's something that they would like to do, even if it's not necessarily pageantry, but they feel like they are not worthy or they have a sense of being overwhelmed. Do you have like a message that you can give them to just give them motivation?
Motivation. I feel like when it comes to motivation, it's not something you can really like plan on how you're going to speak on it. So I'll just say how I feel like something has always guided me in terms of motivation. Pray about it. When you feel like everything is hard and you do not know who to turn to God. Turn to God. There are people that love you. In a room of 10 people, there will at least be one person that's willing, like, going to catch you for. You're not ever alone. You might feel like you are. We all come from different backgrounds. And you might feel like you're all alone. You're never truly alone. There's always at least one person that cares. And use resources around you. We have so many resources here at CT, and people do not use them to the full potential. And oftentimes not because they do not know where to go, but it's because of fear or anxious or feeling like it might not work. You don't know that until you actually do try. You don't know it until you actually exhaust the materials that you've been given. And for you to have made it here, especially as a student, you've already done half the job. You've made it here. Not a lot of people are fortunate enough to even make it here. And for you to have made it this far, it shows that you have purpose. And no one can take that purpose away from you. So whenever you feel as though you're in doubt, turn to your people. If you turn around and you feel like your people are busy, turn to God.
Sure.
Turn to God. lean on your faith.
Yeah.
And there's nothing that's too hard to get through. You would definitely get through it. So yeah, that's for me.
No, I think that's a quite a good point to anchor. Leave your anchor in God.
Mm-hmm.
And the follow up question I think that I also would like to ask, right? Like for here and on campus, is there like a specific? Because I think you said that you also had wellness, right?
Yes.
Was there a specific kind of like experience? Because I know wellness, ish.
There's so
these
much
trips,
happening.
we see you guys doing the most there on the statuses, trips and all that. But what was there specifically a wellness moment that you felt like was worthwhile, and you actually it was a point where you felt like you were at like actually happy to be part of wellness?
There have been so many times, honestly. Now I have to pick one.
You can pick like a few.
I think there was a candlelight ceremony.
Yeah.
And I was one of the program directors at the time. And I had never attended something like that. And it spoke against GBV, the importance of like fighting through everything. Resilience. It spoke on how to trust.
Yeah.
And it just touched on so many things. And I think at the time I was feeling a bit overwhelmed like regarding academics. Because we put ourselves under so much pressure to succeed.
Yeah.
And in that time, to learn so much, especially from survivors, I think it was so eye opening, and it felt very real. Not that the other things don't feel real, but then when you come into these interactions where people fully express these things and they really enlighten such a huge crowd without fear of judgment, as they feel as though they have lived through it already.
Sure.
It's such a reminder as to how we will live through these things for a reason.
Yeah.
And we will push through these things for a reason. We should not give up. Even if it's like you feel like you have the smallest of things that you have to overcome, or certain issues arise, you have to fight through it, because perhaps you're meant to go through this unfortunate event in order to create the biggest change in the world. And just informing one person about it is already enough strength to carry a nation. You understand?
Sure.
Like we were at A3, and you know how it was a lot of people.
Yeah.
And in that, I was like, now so many people can feel just what everything is about in terms of this program, and feel motivated to overcome these small things they see as small struggles, but has the biggest impact. But yeah, I think that was one of the times that was really an eye opener as well, and just made me feel very aware of external factors that really impact in our lives. You understand?
No, I think I think I was there in the like candlelight service. I definitely agree. There was literally some kind of I don't know if it was a spiritual moment where you definitely felt like the energy in the room, right? And I think it's important, as you say, that at least at one time in our lives, for us to experience such things, just to make us understand how real life is at the end of the day. Many things are important, but the most important thing is to just be grateful that you're alive, and to know that living is the best experience, and experiencing things can ultimately, be able to function and to
just to escape your bubble for just a little while. And look beyond for a bit. It really does. It really does help a person be more aware. Yes.
No, you heard it from Ndivhuwo, guys. Please attend candlelight services and
other wellness services as well.
Okay,
wellness
everything.
Has so much to offer.
So wait, so wellness. What other programs does it have for students?
It generally has a lot of programs. I think the best way to actually really get insight on the programs is when you visit the wellness center. But then, despite spiritual health, financial health, obviously I'll always be an advocate for health in general, but also sexual health. And just good psychological guidance, right? Psychological guidance will obviously impact wonderfully in your academics if you look into it just to be insightful. It has a lot of programs. Also has Zoom classes. Zumba. Yeah. It's like
dancing. Yeah, no. I have to attend that one.
You do have to, considering how you'll be a wonder smoker yourself next year.
Hey, don't spill the beans. It's still too early, guys. We will cut that up. Yeah, no. Zumba definitely, it's my type of vibe. So, but thank you so much, and Ndivhuwo for giving us a breakdown of your experience. We tend to underestimate the caliber of students that we have, and I think the breakdown that you've given us and the things that you've taken, the feats that you've undergone, just shows the type of person that you are. And I hope that the students that are watching, will be motivated. Actually, I know they will be. And hopefully you come back again. We will see for a longer period when you win Mrs. CUT.
Oh,
yes. Don't forget, I'll be there in front. Thank you so much, and please guys, leave your likes there, your comments, and please don't forget to subscribe to the Switch 101. And we love you, and we know that you love us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
No, it's a pleasure.
The Switch 101.